welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany. So today we are going to go over the 19 to 20 week pregnancy updates. And before we get started, I hope y'all had an amazing Christmas, an amazing New Year, and let's see what 2021 has in store for all of us. If you guys have any resolutions, I would definitely like to know. I feel like I don't really do resolutions because they're kind of hard for me to follow, and then if I don't follow it, then I'll be super disappointed in myself. So I think one thing that I would like to try to do though is to probably get back on a healthier diet. I feel like ever since I've been pregnant, I've just been eating basically everything, and my diet is just like completely out the window. So like I will have chips and stuff like that every now and then. I know it's not the best for the baby, and a bunch of sweet stuff. I have the worst sweet tooth ever. So I think those are the two things I'm gonna try to cut back in 2021 until the baby comes, and then we'll see if I go back in keto or not. But yeah, so as of right now, definitely my diet and just try to work out a little bit because I haven't been doing that either ever since I've been pregnant. So yeah, but those are mine. So I would love to hear y'all's resolutions if you have any. And if you don't, it's totally fine as well because they can be a little bit stressful. So yeah, let's start with all the baby updates and how the baby's growing. And in this video, I'll let y'all know if I'm having a girl or a boy. So stay tuned. Week 19, it says the baby is 6 inches from head to toe and it weighs 8.5 ounces. There's also patterns on this baby's fingers and toes, and as your uterus grows, the ligaments that link to your pelvis start to stretch and may occasionally cause sharp pains. The baby's sensories are developing. Her brain is designating specialized areas for smell, taste, hearing, vision, and touch. Her arms and legs are in proportion to each other and the rest of her body now. And then a waxy protective coating called the vernix caseosa is forming on your baby's skin to prevent it from pickling in the amniotic fluid. It's just amazing what the human body can do. And then let's go and see what 20 weeks. 20 weeks, the baby is 10 inches and 10.5 ounces and is the size of a banana. The baby is measured from head to toe instead of head to rump. And then it says that you may have very vivid pregnancy dreams. Okay, so this is something that I was very confused about because I was like, how does the baby go from 6 inches to 10 inches? That makes no sense that it can just grow 4 inches within a week. But this part explains it. So it says, no, your baby didn't really grow 4 inches since the last week. They're just measuring the baby differently now. So before, from weeks 19 and prior, they would measure the baby from head to rump. But now that the baby is getting bigger and can stretch out and the arms and legs are proportionate, they measure the baby from head to toe. So that's where the extra 4 inches come from. So that makes a lot more sense because I was like, wow, how can your baby just grow 4 inches within a week and me not be in like terrible pain from my uterus stretching that quickly? But yeah, no, the baby doesn't grow that huge in a week. It also says that many of the baby's taste buds can now transmit taste signals to the brain, and then he's swallowing molecules of the food you eat that you pass through your blood into your amniotic fluid. And then researchers aren't sure if he can taste these molecules, but some research indicates that what you eat during pregnancy can influence the foods you will eat later. So yeah, I need to cut back on those chips because I don't want my baby just craving chips all the time. Okay, so now we can go over everything that has been happening to me, weeks 19 through 20. Honestly, I feel like weeks 19 through 20 just kind of flew by. There wasn't very much exciting happening because ever since I've been in the second trimester, things have been drastically easier. So I was still experiencing nausea, I think up until 17 weeks, I wanna say. I can't remember anymore. But yeah, I haven't needed to take any nausea medication. I've been totally fine, no nausea. I haven't been extremely tired either. So I feel like my energy is finally back and I just feel normal again, which is amazing. And I honestly don't feel pregnant anymore until I look down and I do see I have a baby bump, or I'm trying to like do something. I'm like, oh, I can't stretch that way or like reach that way, or if I like suddenly get up, I'll get like round ligament pain, and I'm like, ow, that like, it's just like a sharp pain on your sides. So that's when I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm definitely still pregnant. But sometimes it like just is out of mind because I don't have all those crazy awful symptoms that I had in the beginning of the pregnancy now. So yeah, like some days I just don't even feel pregnant. One thing I have noticed that is driving me crazy is that I sweat so much now, and it is so nasty because before I was pregnant, I didn't feel like I really had that much sweat, and like now I feel like I just stink from the excess sweat, and stinking is one of my worst fears because like I don't want to smell bad. And you know, like when you smell bad, the thing is you can't even smell yourself. So other people around you smell you, but you don't know you're the one stinking. So stinking is one of my biggest fears. And so now that I sweat so much, I shower twice a day to make sure I don't stink. And then I wear deodorant and all that stuff. And it's definitely something different that I have to deal with now, because I will just sweat through my clothes, and you can see like sweat stains under my arms, and ugh, I hate it. It's just so nasty. I would definitely take hair on my belly over excess sweat. But apparently when you're pregnant, all the extra hormones and stuff like that, it does cause you to have body odor because your hormones are going crazy. And so that's just one of the side effects of being pregnant. At 20 weeks and 6 days, I noticed that the line on my belly is forming now, the little dark line that runs under your belly when you're pregnant. It can happen to non-pregnant women as well. It's just excess pigment or something, and then it normally goes away after pregnancy, but if you don't want it as dark, it says to just not go out in the sun and let the sun shine on it, because it will cause that pigment to get darker. But these 2 weeks, besides the sweating, I have noticed that the round ligament pain has definitely upped a notch as well. I didn't have my gallon of water with me, so I didn't drink that much water that day. I guess because I didn't have that much water, my round ligaments were like stretching because everything's just all dried up. I don't know, but it hurt so much worse than it did previously. Like it was just so prominent. Like every time I moved around in bed, it would just hurt. And sometimes like the round ligament pain before, when I was drinking a gallon of water, it wasn't just like a constant all night thing. But that day when I didn't have that much water, it was like the entire night I couldn't even get comfortable or sleep properly, because every time I turned, I just had round ligament pain. So I noticed that drinking a gallon of water every day has definitely helped with that. Another update about the BV that I talked about in the last video, the bacterial vaginosis. The results were uploaded to my portal, but I don't know why I didn't think to check it. So I finished the antibiotics and didn't even think to check my portal, but I did check the portal and I was positive for bacterial vaginosis. So it was a good thing that I finished the antibiotics. I was taking Flagyl, but even though I didn't know what my results were, I still would have finished out the antibiotics anyway, because it's not good to stop a dose of antibiotics because it can create a lot more problems if you do. At the end of week 20, I went for my anatomy scan, so I was able to see the baby again, which is just so exciting, being able to see the baby. And then the tech took pictures and stuff of basically everything, and then we found out the gender. So we are having a girl. Oh my goodness, I am so excited about having a girl. I've always wanted to have a girl, even though with this pregnancy, I just felt so blessed with being able to carry a baby that I was like, I really don't care what I have, and I truly didn't. So the fact that I am having a girl, I'm just so happy, because now if I have all boys after this, I'll be fine because I have my one girl. So I am so excited about that. And now we can actually just like buy stuff for the baby girl. And yeah, so that is basically everything that happened this week. I will post the videos after this of the anatomy scan so y'all can see what it looks like. It is just so fascinating and really cool. And then at one part of the anatomy scan, she wasn't cooperating. So the tech was pushing really hard, like near my lower abdomen, to try to get her to move so she could get a picture of her head. And then I guess she didn't like it. So she like punched my stomach. And then you can see on the screen that she punched my stomach, and like I felt it and the tech felt it. So it's just so cute. I don't think I caught that on video though. So yeah, I'll show you guys what I do have because it's just so cute. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all in my next update video.